What's up guys, I'm back with another motherfucking YouTube video. You already know how it is. As you can see, I'm not in my regular space in my room because today I decided I'm gonna do a mukbang, a Chipotle mukbang. Yes, I have, y'all can't see it because of like the angle or whatever, but I have a little tray here, those card trays that you see like on TikTok and everything, but I got this before TikTok, okay? I wanted to do like a little mukbang, kind of just like talking shit and kind of making videos. This is how big my freaking burritos come up to. It's like as big as my potato head. You know what I'm saying? So I ate big burritos, okay? Oh god, it's hot in here. I'm gonna turn up the freaking window. I just don't want any wind to interfere with my video, you know what I'm saying? Today I kind of want to talk about, I kind of want to like eat and kind of talk. Like, let's just pretend like we're on break and we're telling each other like cheesemate and shit, gossip, and we're just like talking shit, you know what I'm saying? So today I'm going to talk to you guys about 3 crazy Snapchat stories that seem very simple, well, some of them. They seem very simple, very, you know, regular, but there's a really crazy story behind all these Snapchats. Chicken burrito. I usually what I put in it so you guys can do the Allen burrito. I get a burrito. Oh, it started to rain, child. Tortilla. I get brown rice, pinto beans, chicken, pico, green sauce, green chili, sour cream, cheese, queso on the side, some tapatio or Tabasco, and yeah, guys. Here, I'm gonna take the first bite. No, this one's way better than the one from my house, because I'm not at my house. I actually just came out the gym. I wanted to do this at home, but I thought it was gonna be a little awkward doing it in my room. Like, I don't have a table in my room to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need something more stable. Messy here, messy boots. Oh yeah, okay. Oh shit, this is how it looks like. I will literally marry the CEO of Chipotle, the founder of Chipotle, divorce him, stalk him after, just for his recipe for this. Or not for his recipe, but like, girl. Okay. The first Snapchat that I want to show you guys, everything's normal, everything's cute. This is actually a couple years ago, maybe 2018. Me, my family were celebrating my grandma's birthday, and my specific auntie, she has some pretty interesting friends. My auntie, she's a party girl. She's, you know, this big crazy party girl. Even she's literally like in her 40s, and she still be having parties at her house. Her friends be coming over with like bottles, and they're just drinking all night. And this can happen like at a baby shower. This can happen at her kids' birthday parties. This can happen at her mom's birthday parties. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, this specific event, we were celebrating my grandma's birthday. Get into the details. Let me show you guys the video. Pretty innocent, right? It's just us kind of just singing happy birthday to my grandma. At this specific birthday party, we got her some a mariachi to sing happy birthday to her. She was happy. It was like a surprise for her, and she really, oh my god, I dropped some beans. It's raining, bitches. It's raining. Okay, next bite is gonna be with Tabasco. Okay, I think this is a little bit too sexual. Spicy. Oh, oh, mama. I need I need a sip of this queso. Ah! Just kidding. Oh, I need napkins. Oh. Like I said, everything seems normal, everything seems cute, everything seems, you know. My grandma was really happy that we got her a little mariachi. What you guys didn't see is the person behind her, or like on her side. The guy in the purple shirt was having an affair with one of my auntie's friends. My auntie's drunk party skanky friends. And the reason I call them skanky friends is because her friends are actually skanky. Like they're baratas y fáciles. My auntie says that about them. Literally, my auntie says que son baratas y fáciles. Like because they'll fuck. Like my auntie's friends will literally have sex with you if you just buy them a beer. So the reason I found out that this affair was going on was because a girl who I didn't technically go to school with her. We have 2 schools in our town. So she went to the other school and I knew of her. We had mutual friends, but I never actually hung out with her. I never actually talked to her like that. We have each other on social medias. Like I said, we have mutual friends, but it was never like a friendship. It was never like, we never actually had an actual conversation. You know what I'm saying? So she swipes up to my Snapchat and she's like, hey, that guy in the purple, who was he with that night? And I'm like, oh, some girl, like, I don't know, you know? And then he was like, oh, that's my dad, and he's cheating on my mom. Bitch! She's just recording my grandma, celebrating her birthday, you know, having the time of her life, and we're having affairs here? At this point, I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't know anything that was going on. Like, I'm just trying to record my grandma. Like, I didn't know that your dad was here. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Like, I'm going to go tell my mom. Like, this is really breaking my family up. And I'm like, ooh. Like, I'm sorry. Next day, y'all, this girl, I'm not going to lie, this girl posts all her freaking business out on social media. Every single problem that she has, she posts on social media. So the next day, she posted and she's like, my dad just ruined my family. He cheated on my mom with this, so this and that. We're writing a whole ass paragraph and I'm just kind of like, wait, what happened? Like, I did not know that my Snapchat was going to be the reason for him being exposed. Like, I accidentally exposed that guy. I never talked to the guy. I never did anything. I was just one of my auntie's friends. And I just thought it was one of her drunk nasty friends, you know. So I'm like, okay, like so at this point I'm wondering like what the fuck is gonna happen next? Like, are they just officially done? Like, is the family ruined? Like, are they gonna try to like mend things? Like, what's going on with this family? I know it must have been really hard for the family to find out that their dad was cheating and stuff. So a couple months later after that, y'all, I wake up one day, I see a post from the same girl who has a cheating dad. And I see a post on Facebook. And it's a whole paragraph about the girl that her dad cheated on her mom with. And I'm like, oh no. And with that post, there was a video. In this video, y'all, I wish I was able to record this video or save this video. It was a video of her whooping that girl's ass, the side chick's ass. The girl who was with the dad at my grandma's birthday party. This girl was whooping her ass. Like, I was watching this video and I'm like, oh my God, that's her. Like, I was literally at that party with that girl, with my auntie's nasty barata y fácil friend. Or dragging her, they're like on some street somewhere. She's dragging her and she's like she literally has a whole ass post made out of this. She ended up deleting it, but that post went viral. She even had the screenshot of the girl's profile. I witnessed everything from the jump, from when it happened to when it to how it ended up ending, which is the side chick getting her ass beat. The parents got a divorce, and that girl still kind of like to this day posts on Facebook, I miss my dad, I miss this, I miss my family, I wish everything was back together. I regret to say, like, this girl is to this day grieving, which is understandable. Like, I would not expect one day just to go on my Snapchat, see my dad in the background with another chick, and overnight suddenly your family is just broken apart. Like, I thought the part that I like was included was funny, but I didn't think it was funny. The cheating part wasn't funny to me. Her family being broken apart wasn't funny to me. I think that's actually really horrible of the guy to be doing that, the husband. And I think the side chick knew that he was married too, so she's kind of a bitch too, and nasty, disgusting, fácil y barata. I don't think it's cool for anybody else to interject. This burrito is ripping apart, y'all. So yeah, that was one of the most craziest things that happened to me on Snapchat. The fact that I was the reason basically why the family got split apart. I mean, I don't think it was my fault. I was just trying to like celebrate my grandma, but unfortunately, you know, shut the fuck up. Unfortunately, the dad wasn't being careful enough, and he got caught. I mean, you're gonna get caught eventually if you're cheating or if you're lying. Like, the truth comes out. This burrito's falling apart, like my life. That girl's family. I mean, that's kind of funny. It was a time where I linked up with a guy, but I was about to get murdered by this guy. I say it so like secretive. I was being a dumbass bitch. So before I tell you guys the story time, I'm gonna actually show you guys a video of the time that I almost kind of got killed.
What the fuck? Oh. What the fuck?
You see me recording a guy popping a firework. I'm running away from him. He comes up, I get scared, whatever. The video is actually kind of funny because I'm like, what the fuck, like nothing's coming up, and then it actually explodes. Like, it was actually kind of goofy. But what you guys don't know behind that video is that I basically almost got killed by this guy that was doing this firework. And let me tell you guys, so this is back in 2017. I used to go to this rec center by my house to go to the gym there, and there was this really cute guy there that I always see, and I was like, damn, he's fine as fuck. And I was a little 16-year-old. I was horny, so, you know, I was like, you know, this guy's cute. And I didn't know I had him on Snapchat somehow. I don't know how I added him. I don't know if he added me. I don't know, you know, because back then quick ad wasn't really a thing. Back then, you know, this is kind of when Snapchat was kind of peaking, so like they were just starting to kind of add features, filters, all that stuff. He was very cute. And background story about him, he was a grade above me. So like I said, I was still in high school, so I was a junior and he was a senior, but we were going to the same school. So like I said, there's two schools in our town, but there's another school in our town too. It's a charter high school, but it's not part of our district. It's a whole different district. It's about to break on me. I just want to see your symphony. Okay. Too much Tabasco on that bite. One day, he messaged me on Snapchat and he's like, hey, do you want to smoke? Like, I got weed. And I'm like, hell yeah, you know, fuck yeah. I'm like, a cute guy messaging me, I'm gonna go hang out with him. But what I didn't know is that he's low-key a psychopath. So he comes and picks me up and we start smoking and whatever, and he starts acting weird. You know how when you smoke around guys and they start to act kind of weird, kind of like stiff and kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was doing all that. And he started telling me a bunch of creepy stuff, like creepy stories with his mom about how she got kidnapped and all kinds of things, and like just how like his dad is like a Satanist or whatever. So when he was telling me the stories, I was kind of getting kind of like creeped out. I was like, oh girl, like, I don't think we should be hanging out, sir. Like, you cute and all, but like, I just don't know about that. And he's like, I have fireworks. He's like, but we need to find somewhere. We need to go to a place where no one can see us. And I'm like, huh? Like, I'm sure we could just pop him right here in the street and walk the fuck away and never come back to that place. Like, we don't have to go to no secret ass place. But I'm like, you know what? I was being naive. I was being a little dumbass. So I was like, you know what? Sure. So he takes me to this place, y'all. And this place, I kind of already knew this place, but I don't really go to this place as often, like as much. So I don't really know how to get in and out of this place. But this place was basically like a trail type of thingy. But at this time, they were kind of demolishing it and kind of turning it into like a light rail system kind of thingy. So at this time, there was nothing but mud and dirt and hills and downhills and trucks and everything, but nobody was there because this was at night. Obviously it looked like a whole ass maze. So while we were walking up to this maze dirt hilly place area, he made a weird comment. He's like, damn, this place is so big, we can probably plan a murder here. Kill me right now, because what the fuck did you just say? Why the fuck did he say that? He literally said, we can plan a murder here. We can hide a dead body here. Bitch, no the fuck we cannot hide nothing in here. I ignored the red flags. But in my mind, I was like, oh hell no. Like, this is not, no. What do you mean we're gonna hide? What do you mean this is a perfect place to hide a body? What? So my stress levels were coming up. So when he said that, I literally kind of gave him the side eye. And I was like, and he like stood quiet. Like, he probably thought I was gonna agree with him. Like, oh yeah, for sure. Like, let's plan one, you know? Like, yes, slumber party, you know? So, but no, bitch. I literally looked at him sideways and he's like, just kidding. Like, come on, let's keep going. And I'm like, okay. And at this point, I was scared. I was literally paranoid because guess what? I was already 2 blunts in. I was high as fuck. So you already know I'm gonna be paranoid. I'm gonna be thinking Jenny Rivera's in a fucking bush. I'm gonna be thinking fucking Michael Myers came out of the grave. Like, I'm gonna be thinking everything, you know? Oh, Michael Jackson. I'm gonna be thinking the worst of the worst, especially when you just said you want to plan a murder here. Like, now I'm thinking I'm the plan, bitch. I'm thinking I'm the motherfucking turkey that's gonna be fucking killed for Thanksgiving, okay? Okay, that's a little too graphic. We finally picked the firework. Everything was funny. Everything was cool, cute, whatever. And I'm like, okay, we're done. Let's go home now, you know? We just started walking back somehow. And somehow, y'all, we got lost. We got lost in this dirt freaking pile. Like, I'm trying to, like, be more as descriptive as possible. But basically, like, we just kept going in circles, basically. We kept going back to the place that we were at where we popped the fireworks. We kept seeing that same bridge over and over and over. I was starting to think I was in the Blair Witch Project. Back to the story. So we're going in circles. I'm being scared because I feel like he's doing it on purpose. And it wasn't like I was able to just run off and just like escape, because if I ran off, I was gonna fall into that hole with the downhill stuff. Like, I was gonna fall in all these shits. I was not gonna be able to make it to the other side to leave. So at this point, I'm freaking out because we keep going back and forth. We keep going in circles. We're just both panicking at this point. And I'm panicking because I'm thinking he's doing this shit on purpose. I'm thinking he's pretending that he doesn't know where the fuck he's at. Finally find our way out of this little maze or whatever. And I was super freaked out, y'all. Like, y'all don't know how freaked out I was, because this guy really was like, first of all, he said he wanted to plan a murder there. And then second of all, we were lost in there for a good 30 minutes. Like, that place is not a joke to be in there at night. I was told to never go in there at night, and I did, and I fucked up, and I'm so scared, and it's like, no. But anyways, so then we finally get out, we go back to the car, and I'm like, I'm ready to go home. This was very fun, but gotta, you know, hit the sack, you know. Leave me home or whatever. And I'm like, he's like, we're like in a corner of my street, or like a couple houses down from my street, because I had to sneak out for this shit. I had really strict parents. Leaving his car, he sees like me getting out, obviously, and then he starts grabbing his crotch and he's like, fuck, I want to have sex now. And I literally turn around and I start laughing at him because I'm high. Bitch, you don't tell me that shit when I'm high, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, good to know. He grabs me by my fucking, like, my belt loop for my pants, pulls me back in, and he's like, you don't want it? He has it out. His gancito out. So at this point, I'm like, oh, hell no, bitch. I start laughing at him. I'm like, no, I'm okay. Like, thank you, though, you know? And he's like, oh, like, okay, my bad, my bad. And I'm like, okay, maybe next time, sorry. And then he's like rubbing on it. He's like, are you sure? Are you sure? And he's like, oh my God, like, I really want to, though. He's like really like humping the air at this point, like just having sex with himself. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go now. I literally shut the door. I left and I never hung out with him ever again. I was still like very, 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 whatchamacallit, I was still very prude in high school. So that, for him doing that and him being that hot and that psycho really like scared me. Like, I like Billy Loomis, bitch, but I don't like no freaking Jeffrey Dahmer, okay? I never hung out with him, but we had seen each other at parties together. He's associated with a lot of people that I was associated, so I never actually hung out with him one-on-one. So that, to me, was one of the most creepiest times I ever encountered a guy. This guy was very, very, very creepy. And I should have known he was going to do some weird shit like that. Like, the whole we can plan a murder here, that was my icebreaker. Oh girl, this incident was very interesting to witness. I wasn't a part of it, I was just a witness. So I'm gonna show you guys the video. Basically, a girl got jumped at this party by like 4 or 5 girls, and this girl was not my friend, so I don't want you to be like, oh well, why didn't you defend her? I'm not gonna get into female fights. If a girl's getting jumped and I don't know her, I'm not her friend, I'm just not. So she was getting jumped, and here's the video. It's very crazy. I took a video from afar, and just the way everything happens, one girl was hitting her with the heel, and there's people were just kicking her, and just watch it. It was pretty intense to watch. I don't know the girl. I'm like 2019, 2020, around there. And I was at this house party, and, you know, it was ratchet. It was hood. You know, it was like one of those ghetto parties where people were blasting things. And this was at an apartment complex. So basically 2 straight couple, 1 girl, 1 guy, they were just hosting this party. But the apartment wasn't theirs. The apartment was the sister of the boyfriend. But basically, the sister of the boyfriend let them host this party at their apartment. So the girl is like messy drunk. She's just all over the place. She is like, the girlfriend, she's like all over the place, stumbling and everything, being reckless, and I'm not giving a fuck. And she decides to throw water at her boyfriend while drunk as fuck, and she's sitting down on a couch. But while she's splashing his water, the water keeps falling on the couches. So the owner, the sister of the boyfriend, comes up and she's like, are you fucking kidding me? I just paid those couches off and you're dirtying them? Keep in mind, it was just water that was being splashed around, so I don't really see the big deal. But basically, she got mad. She got really mad, and she's like, you know what? Get all your guests and get the fuck out of here. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was having fun. What do you mean? You know? And so the sister wasn't having it. The girl who actually owns the apartment, she wasn't having it. Her couches got wet. The girl, her sister-in-law apparently is acting crazy, and her own brother is getting water thrown on her. So I kind of see why she wanted to cancel the party, you know? So we were all leaving. We were all, you know, just walking out. And there's just a bunch of commotion going on inside between the girlfriend versus all of the family members of the boyfriend. Like around 4 or 5 girls that started freaking beating her ass, y'all. Like, and the boyfriend was just sitting there watching his family beat up his girlfriend. Now, I don't know how long they've been, but if my boyfriend allowed his family members to beat my ass, not only am I getting a divorce, but bitch, I'm taking our dog. When I watched them jump her, I was far away because I was like, I do not want to be involved with this, but I still kind of want to see, you know? So I was recording and I saw her. They were freaking jumping her, all because she wet the couches with water. I understand if it was liquor or soda or wine even, because wine's really hard to take off. But the girl accidentally splashed water on the couches, so it wasn't that much of a big deal. But the girl was also kind of acting a little bit stupid, a little bit reckless, and she was splashing water at her own boyfriend, and her boyfriend was getting pissed off. So maybe the boyfriend kind of was like telling like her sister like, hey, can you like whip her ass for me? You know, because just kind of pissing me off, you know. So I don't know what kind of setup shit they were doing, but I was not trying to be involved. I recorded, and it was really sad seeing all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of the most craziest nights, and that was something that I captured on Snapchat that I'm like, wow, like, damn, I really witnessed that shit, and I really witnessed the beginning of this shit too. You know, I witnessed the beginning of the family being ruined because of the husband wanted to go cheating. I witnessed what else did I witness? Almost getting killed by my boothang. And then I witnessed a girl getting jumped because she accidentally splashed water on the couches. So yeah, guys, those are 3 crazy Snapchat stories. The series is gonna be my first kind of like episode, and I kind of want to keep doing this, you know, and kind of tell you guys about my Snapchat stories, because a lot of people ask me like, bitch, what the fuck happened, or, you know, what was the background, like what was the reason behind this. And I really can't post all that shit on Twitter, on Snapchat, because sometimes I'm just watching this shit and I'm like, what the fuck, and sometimes I can get like a little click, you know. But for the most part, people won't see the full story of what actually happened. They'll just see that 1 10-second video. And I feel like I want to start explaining some of my Snapchats that I post when shit happens, and so that people can have a little bit of more of a clarification. All right, thanks for watching my video, guys. That Chipotle filled me up, and I gotta go take a shit. And it's hot in here, and I want to get high, and I just want to go lay in bed and watch reality TV. And yeah, that's my plan. And I will be back with more crazy Snapchat story times. All right, thanks for watching my YouTube video, guys. I'm out.